Really?
I know, I'm a mess.
Yeah. Nerd Out. Brought to you by Monster. There you go. Put that.
Yeah, I guess so. And Nerd Out Toys.
Yeah.
Welcome to another episode of
Nerd Out.
My voice is about gone, so you're going to be doing a lot of the chatting. This is kind of an epic one because we're going to we got the SOC Chogokin Dairugger, and we definitely will go into detail about that. But like it's been like a kind of a active week, I guess, for me. First thing is I got one of my holy grails, and it's a Starcom 6-shooter, and from what I understand, it was only available in like the European market of Starcom, and it's white. Like usually these things yellow.
That thing looks mint.
Yeah.
Like I don't know if that's a word we would use, but that
mint?
thing looks perfect.
Yeah.
I mean that thing looks like it came out of a box.
Yeah, this is like a grail piece because like I never even saw this when I was a kid. Like the only time I ever saw this was like later in life as a collector in a magazine, and I saw it on eBay at a reasonable price, and I jumped on it because it had all the parts. The only one thing is it's a big thing. The wind up like action doesn't work.
I'm telling you that's fixable.
You think so? Well, here
I think if you did research, you could find an easy way to do it.
I think it's kind of.
Cause like people do that shit all the time. Like, have you ever like checked out Toy Polloy? Like,
no.
That's what he does. He specializes in fixing old stuff.
Isn't that awesome?
Yeah, that's pretty sweet.
And then this opens and like the cargo bay comes up.
Is that the part that doesn't work?
That and then this part is supposed to like push the button in. It's supposed to like I had to like force it.
Yeah.
It's supposed to like automatically do
sweet.
it. But Starcom is like this was. Like,
so that fits like all the mini rigs. I know that's not what it's called.
Yeah, like a pod.
Yeah.
I mean, Starcom was like perhaps the best, most interactive, fun toy line ever.
Yeah, I wish the bad guy one would have been good guy, the drop ship, because it was like the closest thing you could get to an alien drop ship. The bottom open. I loved that feature.
I like the good guys better, like the Star Max bomber. I like the Star Wolf was amazing. I think Starcom again. I don't know what to do with this because I'm scared that over time it's in my possession. It's just gonna turn yellow. The only option I have is to put that peroxide stuff on it, which should fix it. But I kind of have a feeling this is going to go in hiding with my other Starcom figures and vehicles. And I don't think he came with a pilot either. So he's complete, and this is a grail, and I'm very excited to have it. And it's bigger than I thought. You said the same thing.
Yeah, I figured it would be like one of the mini ones, but that's like almost as big as the Star Max.
Yeah, I mean,
it is basically the same size, right?
A
little bit shorter.
It's shorter, but it's fatter.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's got some serious heft to it. This is 6-shooter. This is a grail piece. Like there are a handful of grail pieces. I want the black hole in humanoid. That's on the grail. But this was on the list, and it's done deal. And
would you need it carded?
No. Oh, absolutely not. I'm a loose collector. As far as this goes, if I can find another shell that works, the hard part is done. Like getting the pieces are the hard part. So it's like, if I found a shell that worked for like $100, I'm in.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah. Look, this is exciting. We'll get through a few other things before we get the big dog. Mandalorian, dude. Did you see this?
Yeah, that's pretty sweet.
Heavy. Dude, Hasbro, man. Hasbro is...
Is there a rumor that Favreau is in this armor? Is that true?
You told me. I don't know. If you look at that, I thought it was Jason Momoa because of the voice. But if you look at the physique, maybe it is Jon Favreau.
I don't want to be mean. I think Jon Favreau's a little bigger than this guy.
I don't think that's mean. I think that's a fact. He's a big dude.
Like, I think he's bigger. Like, I think...
He's fatter. I mean,
yeah,
it's
a little
fine.
bit. I don't want to be mean, but
you're not fat shaming. It's a fact. He's a big fella.
Yeah.
I think you're probably right, but if you put armor on a dude,
I mean, I guess he could like suck it in or something like that. Like,
that's some big armor though, and plus like there's a little CGI magic and like a director or a filmmaker knows how to get certain angles.
Yeah.
So maybe it is. That figure's fantastic. It was a Best Buy for $30. It's considered like a deluxe.
Okay, it should be. I mean, it's got a lot of extra junk on it.
It's beefy. It's beefy. Hasbro has filled that gap between Figuarts and Star Wars Black. Like, there was a time when Star Wars Black were lacking so much that if you wanted decent figures, you had to go to, like, the Asian markets for their figures.
They made up for it now.
They did. Because I'll be honest with you, that was $30. I wouldn't buy a Figuarts one for 60 or 70. Like, that satisfies my
And
Star
the
Wars.
sculpt is so much sharper now. It almost looks like separate pieces, like his armor, and it's not. And I'm sure some parts are. But
No, you see, you're right. I agree. Look at that piece. That piece is a separate piece.
Yeah.
Just like little knobs and stuff. Like, that's what I dig. I'm very happy with this. I could review it on its own. If you don't have it, we talked about our love for Mandalorian, and I stick with my love for Mandalorian. Episode 4 was kind of a filler, but
whatever, it was fine.
It's fine. It was like Star Trek: The Next Generation, episode number 22. Like,
it was actually like the 7th movie.
Oh, Resurrection.
Insurrection. Yeah. It was like
that was a nothing
like a bunch of stuff.
That was a nothing movie.
Yeah.
2 other things, and then we'll get to the big dog. I got these little Transformers reaction Transformers, and I really like them. They're a 5-point articulation. They really look like Action Masters, and I got these. And granted, yeah, I'm carrying them at my store, but you know me, I'm not gonna just push something because I'm selling it. I really like these. I think honestly, for all you masterpiece collectors out there who are like loving the cartoon aesthetic, this is the way to go. Like, we don't need complex transforming cartoons. These little guys are perfect. Now, I'm gonna
then they can go back to making Masterpiece cool.
Right. Like, these are perfect. They're like, look, even Bumblebee's in scale. The only thing I would suggest is, I think they deserve like a gloss coat.
Or maybe a leg splay.
Yeah, leg splay. I agree.
Like, just
like a thigh pivot or a thigh spread. But I really like them. They're great for collecting. Like, I'm gonna buy them all. Like, this is my way to connect with the Transformers cartoon, because I like the cartoon. I just don't want my big transforming complex robots to look like
$400 robots resembling the cartoon.
Right. They really fit in with Action Masters too. Actually, I put them with the Action Masters. The only difference really is the Action Masters are glossier.
Right on.
And they have the thigh.
But aren't the Action Masters different plastic than this?
Yes, they're glossier, and they're like more of the G.I. Joe plastic. You know what I'm talking about?
Like harder. Yeah.
Again, I kind of wish that these had a less of a dull plastic look to them, but it's fine. I love them. The package art is cool too.
Does this gun come in his hand, or did you have to put it in?
You have to put it in.
Holy shit.
Yeah, and his missiles are scary, man. So be careful. Like, they look like they're ready to crack.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
You like them though? I mean, I know they're
That's cool.
You know what they are?
Like,
they're desk robots, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Or like put them with your video collection or something. Yeah, they're just to display around. They're cool.
Well, so like they're already planning like 3 more series, and I could see how cool that would look as a big like set, because I like 3 3/4 inch. I know most Transformer collectors want bigger, but for cartoon accuracy, this fills my hole, I guess.
Yeah, man.
Last thing before the big dog, because I know you don't care about any of this stuff. I got the Black Arachnia masterpiece.
You've been talking about this a lot.
I really like it.
Yeah, man.
I really like it. The display is pretty cool. I think it's very attractive.
I like the stand.
We could do an episode alone on this, but you know we don't need to. One, I know you don't like Beast Wars.
Yeah, but apparently I'm outnumbered.
Those are some big robot boobies. Are they
yeah,
not?
yeah.
My God.
And I'm glad they did that.
Yeah, because that's part of the character.
Yeah, and I mean, I like that they didn't shy away from it, and like, why not? You know?
Well, I mean, it's for an adult collector, and they're going for character accuracy. The robot is honestly like, it's really high quality. When I first opened it, also the spider mode, which I'm not going to transform, it's a little lackluster. Like, what do you call the thorax, the back end of the spider? Whatever it's called.
Yeah, the ass of a spider.
Yeah, the ass of the spider.
Yeah.
It's a little compromised because you have to fold everything in. You would not like it.
All right.
But the point is I want a good robot. Like, I'll take the sacrifice for the good robot. And I think this is an excellent robot. My first thing I was going to say is, when I opened it, I was like, I think it was too much because it was about 115. I think it should be like 60 to 80. But the more and more I played with it and messed with it, the more and more I realized, you know what, it's as good as it's going to get with Black Arachnia. It's a good value. Like, I'm okay with it.
How much was it again?
Like 115.
It's not bad.
It's not bad.
That's actually, that's not bad at all.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
I still think I still think in a realistic world, 80 sounds about right. Like masterpieces, Takara in general.
Remember those days?
Yeah.
Oh my
Remember when a
God.
vinyl tech was $50?
God, yeah.
But those days are gone. And I really like this masterpiece, Black Arachnia. If you're, my voice is hit. If you're in the market, if you collect them, or if that's your character, honestly, I love it. I think it's good. I think you really feel the quality. The paint is great. I beat it up and it doesn't chip.
That's
I mean,
always a
I don't want to put
Is the black paint, or is just the metallic paint?
That's a good question. I think you could put it to a test, but I don't know if I want that.
I don't think the black
But
is paint.
it feels like it
Looks
feels
nice,
like it's
though.
really high quality materials.
Yeah, it does. I mean, it looks sweet.
As a Beast Wars fan, this is what I want from the Beast Wars line. So it's like, yeah, I'm gonna get it. I'm happy. Hold on one second. I'm a little paranoid. All right, are we done talking about all this nonsense?
Yeah, I
All
just
right.
killed it. All right, let's do it.
So I got it a couple days before you. You had a
I
little.
showed up yesterday.
You had a bit of a freak out. Did you have enough time with it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, it was pretty straightforward, you know. No surprises. Pulled it out of the box. It's an SOC. It's like, you know.
That's all you got? It's an SOC?
It's an SOC.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. It does everything right. The quality's perfect. I don't like this. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, go ahead. Your voice is dying. You go first.
I know. I never had a Dairugger or Voltron one as a kid. Did you have one? No.
Nope.
I don't.
Well, time out. I had the
mini one?
SD, the metal SD. Me and my brother both. He had the Voltron 3. I had that. And that's it. That's the only Voltron I ever had.
I remember
Okay.
my attitude as a kid was that, like, as Voltron, it didn't make sense to me because Voltron was lions.
Yeah.
But as a Japanese robot, it is amazing. Like, I didn't realize how ornate it is until I got this. Like, the most ornate SOC that I can think of is the God Sigma, maybe?
I'd say it's up there because it has a lot of, like, ornateness.
Little chrome
chandeliers
parts,
hanging off of it
little,
and stuff. Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I was more than impressed. Bandai does have magic. Like, everything went in perfectly.
Yep.
The articulation is pretty solid.
Yeah, I mean, as an SOC, it's perfect. My only complaint, and it's a big one,
Oh.
are the proportions.
Oh.
I just, like, the
Ooh.
silhouette to me is just, I don't like the silhouette. Like,
What do
I'm
you
sorry,
mean?
this guy, from a distance.
Oh, we're gonna talk about that guy.
Yeah, but it doesn't,
Okay.
everybody knows this shit. Like,
Okay.
it doesn't matter. But as a silhouette, it's something that just sits. I think this looks better. Way better.
Really?
I think so.
Can
It's
I?
bigger, the head's bigger, it just, like...
Okay, so my complaint, I see what you're saying. My complaint is, I do feel like this should be a little bit bigger.
He's like Squattron, a little bit.
I think it's because the old one was so big.
Yeah, it was.
I mean, it really was big. Like, I think it was like,
I think you're right, it was up there.
so this is shocked to see this. It feels small.
Yep.
And the head feels a little small, but it fits the Japanese robot aesthetic of like small head, big body. That paint is beautiful.
Yeah.
The plastics are beautiful. I mean, like, honestly, like, when I was putting it together,
Yeah.
I mean, obviously the little vehicles are kind of like, what are these? You know what I mean? Because they're
like,
cheesy.
Like, think about how big those SUVs would be. I mean, his legs are spaceship submarines. I mean, like,
is that what they are? Yeah, yes.
it's called the C-Team, or I think, right? Like,
His chest vehicles are weird. Like, they're just like, whatever.
yeah, whatever. We can do chest piece. It'll be his chest. It's like brick. Make a flying brick.
I did transform every form, and it was fun because this is the kind of robot where you have to put aside a couple hours,
Yeah.
and hopefully the kids aren't yelling and coming downstairs if you have kids. Like I was like, do not disturb me. I'm playing with Dairugger, and of course they did. But like I put it in all the modes, and
Yeah.
it was just fun because like you could play with it. Like
Yeah, it's an incredible toy. It's like, I think as far as SOCs go, it might be the best.
I think it
As
might
far as
be.
playability, because it's like, it
Oh,
is
no.
a... What happened?
Oh, it's fine.
I did that. That's a pain in the ass to get back.
Like it feels like they could release this.
It's a solid ass
Yeah.
robot.
Oh,
like
that
you can
sucks.
fly it around. You can do whatever. It's solid. It's like
When I clipped on this, when I clipped off the jet right here,
that's scary.
it made a
scary.
sound, and my
Yeah.
daughter was downstairs, and she did that face where she's like, "Oh shit, Dad's
Dad's gonna have a
gonna
shit
be pissed."
Yep.
You were telling me the old one didn't have any die cast.
Yeah.
You're right.
That's real. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yep. Yeah, and I mean, because the whole thing is, I don't know who made the original one, but it wasn't a Chogokin or anything like that.
It wasn't Bandai?
Nope. It was an off company. I don't know.
Really?
Yep.
Popey?
Maybe.
Okay. No, not Takatoku.
I think it was Popey, actually.
That would make sense.
Does it say? It should say on here, right?
I would think so.
It says.
I mean, it might not say on each of the...
I'm an old man.
Oh, yeah.
I'm an old man. Come on.
Oh, wait. In Japan, 1983...
82.
83, 6, 82?
Maybe.
Oh, yeah, you're right. God.
Gosh, I don't know.
I can't read that.
Yeah, I got old man eyes.
Someone will tell us.
Yeah.
I
but
always
the
thought
old one was a brick. Like, it just, the old one,
I know.
That's all you got, you know. And it was sweet for its day.
I think it's still sweet for now. It's just that, like, the one magical thing that SOC provides is the articulation joints are magical, right? Like,
yeah.
I love how, like, they go side by side.
Yep.
And it looks flawless.
Yep. And I mean, the whole thing is, this really makes you appreciate the work that goes into this, because it's like, this thing, like, just the ratchets are wrong. It's like everything that works on this is intentional. It's like, it doesn't do itself. It's like you just appreciate how much thought goes into making this thing fun. And like, one ratchet that's like whatever, that doesn't lock in the right place, you get a crooked ass robot that doesn't stand still, and it's like,
yeah,
it's crazy.
Everything was well thought out.
Yep.
What I like about this that I didn't like about the Megazord was it has like all the moving treads, like the rubber treads.
Oh yeah,
like,
yeah.
That's important.
You like that?
I do.
See, I don't.
Oh.
I do like. No, it's sweet.
Okay.
But that's just something that, like, hopefully those don't crack out and die.
I guess
That's what everybody whines about. Oh, my treads broke. My treads broke.
I get it, but like,
I like the effort.
20 years from now, like, maybe they'll go. Like, 20 years from now, it'll suck. But for now, like, I think that those extra things are, like, it adds to the play value.
Yeah.
I like individual parts. I like how everything moves. Like, I like all the what do you call the wheel?
Yeah.
The wheels come down, and if they're not separate pieces, then they're at least painted.
Do you want me to transform them correctly for you, though?
Yeah, what did I do wrong?
Well, like, he's got a neck. Like,
really?
Yeah, you can pull up a little bit.
Oh.
It's a little bit, and then these wheels fold in.
Really?
Yeah, I'll let you do it. But do like both at the same time on each side, because it's like connected.
Like,
yeah, which is a big, it's pretty sweet. Okay, now, like, I don't know, I love this toy. Don't get me wrong, I love it. I guess I'm just like, I don't know what's going on with me. Okay, I'm getting into it though right now.
I love it. I think it's beautiful.
The wheels on the bottom, my favorite feature.
They fold up. They push up.
So the fucker isn't like rolling. Sorry, so he's not like roller skating.
Yes.
You know, because this guy, like, I wonder how many people that bought that have this.
So, I didn't play with this until yesterday.
Yeah. No, well, and you played with that first.
Yes.
That's no way.
Right.
Like, you can't go in that direction.
No. I actually like that direction because when you got that, I saw it at your house.
Yeah,
and I was like, I was like, I like that. I think it looks good. Yeah. And you're like, yeah, but it's jangly. And I'm like, no, I think it looks good. Like, I don't understand what your issue is. And yesterday, I put it together after putting this together, and you're right. Like,
should we show off the issue with it?
Feel free. There's a lot of issues.
Look at there.
Well,
that is a big one.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, it's actually staying together well right now.
You know what it reminds me of? The Toy Nami 20th anniversary Voltron. Like, the heavy one. It was a good piece.
But should have been metal.
It should have been better. Yeah. There was a lot of issues with it. The paints weren't up to SOC par, Bandai par. Yeah. But it was cool. Like, that's okay. Yeah, that's this stand. It comes with all this cool stuff.
I didn't even open that tray.
You didn't?
No,
I had to.
I didn't. I'm glad you did. I didn't.
I mean, so you won't?
I don't know. I mean, I'm not putting that chrome on my robot because I'll just break it.
Oh, I put it on because I love chrome.
Okay, I mean but you pulled it off, so that's sweet. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I gotta see how this goes. I don't know. Chrome. I gotta see where it goes. I gotta give it a couple more days.
They give you the option between Voltron nameplate or Dairugger. I think I'm gonna keep the Dairugger because I think that's the more snobby version, right? The Japanese.
I think so.
I think so.
Did you have any connection to this as a kid? Like, did you ever watch the cartoon?
I watched Voltron, and I remember he was in an episode or something.
Well, it was a whole season.
Oh, really?
And then they had a movie with both of them, which was terrible. But this cartoon, it didn't have magic of, like, Voltron 3.
Right.
And they aired after, which was really weird. Yeah. But it was labeled Voltron 1.
So it was sort of like Robotech Masters. It was like,
it was a dud. It was a dud.
So my connection to Voltron 1 was the fact that it was, like, part of Voltron, but you didn't know why.
Yep.
And I probably also preferred the Lions because it was, like, there's a simplicity to it.
Yep.
And it's so identifiable. It's like, oh, the robot with the lion.
See, like, I like Dairugger more.
I think I like Dairugger more,
and too. I always did. I mean, and don't get me wrong, I always thought Lionbot was cool, but it wasn't my thing, and he was my brother's thing.
Okay.
He's like, dude, that is the only Voltron there is. That doesn't count. And, like, I don't know.
I mean, with the name Voltron, that's Voltron.
Yeah.
And that's Dairugger.
Yeah.
But when I first got this, and when I first saw it, I had some issues. Like, I had to get used to the aesthetics of it. Like, something felt wrong.
Well, it didn't make sense. It's like, what are they, just robotic beasts that combine and...
Well, I like that. I'm talking about the SOC. Like,
I didn't understand it.
Okay.
It didn't make sense to me because I didn't know that dudes went in them until I saw the cartoon.
Right.
So I didn't know what it... Logically, I couldn't put it together.
Okay.
Like, I didn't understand that these were mechs and not robots.
Okay.
And that always made sense to me because I would always think, like, well, if they're separate, like, do they think apart?
Right.
Like, what do they do separate? I thought about it.
But once you saw that they were mechs, then it all makes sense.
Yeah, but that took a little bit. I mean, I probably had a year of my life where I had no idea.
The only thing I never understood is like, why even separate? Just stay Voltron. But I guess
play
it's
value.
Like play value.
Yeah.
And that's
although the Lions in their separate modes are sweet.
They are sweet.
Especially that toy does them pretty sweet.
They are sweet, but it's like, could you imagine for your birthday getting like one
That would be
lion?
Absolute torture.
Blue ball.
Yeah,
you know?
And I'll bet a lot of kids had that. A lot of kids. I want Voltron. And
you get a green lion and that's all you got.
I'd cry.
Yeah.
I think I'd probably cry.
Well, could you imagine if these were sold separately, like, and you got like a helicopter arm? Because they kind of
were sold in sets of three.
Oh, that's right.
Remember?
They were 2 or 3 packs. That's right.
Smart. I mean, it was sort of smart. Like, just assemble half the robot and call it C-Team.
Dude,
or like,
that would be so useless if you got one of the Voltron 1, like the helicopter and the head, and that's all you got.
Yeah. I mean, this is the Jetfire of Chogokin. You know, because it's sort of like when you put it together, oh, it's a Chogokin and it's a Voltron. And it's sort of like how Jetfire was Macross and a Transformer. It was like...
I would say Voltron is top 5 most iconic robots ever, right? I mean, you got the Gundam.
For sure.
Gundam RX-1. Optimus Prime.
Yep.
Voltron.
Yep. Robbie. If that counts.
But yeah, I guess. Okay, let's go Japanese.
Are we just going to go Super Robots?
Let's go Super Robot. Because
Tetsujin?
What about... maybe Tetsujin. Not
my favorite, but...
Because I don't think my kids know what Tetsujin is. What about... like Astro Boy too, but let's not consider him. Let's talk about Super Robot. Yeah, so Voltron, Optimus Prime, Gundam. What am I missing? Like, what would anybody know?
Shogun.
Mazinger maybe.
Mazinger, but who's the other one? Come on, it's he's got like the beast body.
Guy King.
Guy King. I'd say Guy King would be up there.
I think it'd be up there, but
I don't know if people would know him by name, but. Yeah, everybody.
Yeah,
Voltron.
Voltron.
Yeah, I'd say he's probably number 1, honestly.
I'm trying to think I think you're right. I think Optimus Prime might be number 1, but
over Voltron?
Yeah, maybe. You know why? Because Transformers has crossed generations.
Comics, movie, yeah.
Voltron is getting there. Actually, I think it's a pretty close one.
Do you think Bumblebee will overcome Optimus Prime as iconic robots? Give it 20 years?
No, because I think Optimus Prime has a design, and I think Bumblebee's has a color.
Yeah.
But like Optimus Prime, you start messing with Optimus Prime's head, and
it's done.
And you're done.
Yeah,
right.
you're done.
Right.
The head is pretty
they tried giving him a mouth, but he's got like a certain helmet.
Yeah.
And then his chest plate has to be a certain arrangement. But with Bumblebee, they've proven that you can give him a new face, and he'll be, you know, you just got to make him a. I think Bumblebee has to be a Volkswagen. Well, I guess not.
I think it's like as long as you have the Bayformer head face, that's Bumblebee now. I mean,
I think you're right.
Redefine that character in a positive way.
I think you're right.
never liked Bumblebee,
Me
to
neither.
be honest. Like, he was not, like,
No.
that does nothing for me.
Does nothing for me either.
Although I'm curious to see the MP of it. Even though the feet look terrible.
I
like,
skipped it.
Good
I
for
wanna
you,
see
man.
it. I don't think it looks good.
I don't think it looks good either. I think the original is perfect. And I don't think they should have messed with it. I mean, I know they're going for cartoon accuracy, but it looks bad. Like the feet where I don't know what it is that folds in, but it looks like a bunch of compressed folded pieces in his feet. Looks absolute just
It does
compromise.
nothing for me, and I'm proud of myself because I have a hard time resisting.
Yeah.
And I did it. I did it. And I'm gonna resist Hound too. I'm gonna do it. I'm done. Like
Hound looks a little better to me, but
I'm done, man. I don't need like. I'll buy some Siege stuff. That'll fill like a hole, I guess. But I'm not paying. You know what? Honestly, the Masterpiece stuff. If Bumblebee was $60, I could squeeze $60 out.
How much is it?
I think it's like 110. I think it's like Black Arachnia. Where there's the comparison. Like Black Arachnia could be considered too expensive unless you're a fan of Beast Wars or Black Arachnia, which I am.
Yeah, it stinks that they have to make it that much. I get it. I mean, I really do get why they charge that much. I mean, and I mean, just even the quality control and everything. I mean, you know, they got to make sure it works. I get it. It's just like, you really got to love it to pay that kind of...
I agree.
...wad for it,
or you have to be, like, a hardcore completist or something.
Yep.
This is like a crazy time for toys, too. Because you know what I'm getting next week? And I'm kind of embarrassed. Like, because I'm getting the Blow.
The Blow.
The Blow Superior Most Piata.
Yep.
Which is the yellow or however the Lancer. I'm really excited, but like I don't know if I'm excited to play with it.
Yeah, it's not fun. Those are beautiful, and I don't think you can. I think if you want a fun one, get the Gagan, because those were fun.
Yeah, but those are expensive.
Yeah, but I mean that's as fun as you can make that toy.
I think you're probably right.
You know, but I'm excited.
But
to see
yeah,
that.
I mean,
I'm
yeah,
so excited to see that.
We'll review. But you know what? I'm also getting on the same day. I hope my wife doesn't watch this because it's getting a little out of control. I'm getting that new Diaclone Trizer.
Yeah.
Like, you know those. You know how like last week we looked at the smaller ones. They're coming out with a new one. I'm excited. I love those, and it looks really different, and that's exciting. You know what I mean?
It is nice to see a toy line that's all about playing. Like,
Yeah.
And that really is. I wish it were my thing, but
Yeah.
you know, it's like I just wish they would do more solo Chogokins. You know, like maybe 2, 3. Well, I just wish they would get to the robots I want.
Yeah. Which robots would you want?
I want a machine man more than anything.
Machine Man.
He's a helicopter, a jet, and he's a combiner. 3 vehicles. He's cool. He's one of the most popular. Well, actually, maybe one of the most unpopular Godakins because he came out late.
Oh, was that the white one?
What, blue and white?
Yeah.
I mean, he was a Super Sentai.
Right.
He was popular,
Okay.
and like the Godakin, they came with the jet. That his components could go in, and it's like that, like elevators that work. It ejects elevator ramp, and then like his legs like go together to form a jet, and it literally like puts them together, like all kinds of spring-loaded action. It's incredible.
That company is doing the Most Piatas or whatever. What are they called? Why do I can't?
I know.
It's like
Okay. Ryobot.
Okay,
yeah.
they're doing they just came out with a Tetsujin, and they're coming out with a Guardian.
Really?
Yeah, you didn't see those pictures?
No.
The Guardian or Guardian, I don't know how to. It looks incredible.
How big?
Big.
How much? Okay.
I don't know. It looks
Sentinel?
incredible. Yeah, Sentinel.
I mean, they're, you know what?
They're taking a bid for.
They have my vote of confidence. Their toys are well made. I mean.
Yeah, as far as if it's not Bandai or Takara, Sentinel is because CM failed. They were terrible, and then Evolution was the dog.
There was the.
Yeah.
Oh God! Yeah. They had 2 duds straight, and
yes.
like, and there was no excuse to make a bad alpha fighter.
I'm super excited for Sentinel's alpha.
Me too.
Me
too.
I'm excited. I think it's gonna be on a tad small side, but yeah. I mean, I wish Soul Chogokin would make more Takatoku bots because I think I prefer the Takatoku stuff, which includes like Dorvac caliber, Batrain, and like stuff like that, as opposed to like the Godaken stuff, which was a little bit more of like combiner robots.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it probably costs them less to do it because isn't it the same company? Or I don't know how the licensing
I don't
works,
either.
but
Takatoku was absorbed by like all sorts of companies.
Yeah.
I can't imagine it being incredibly difficult to get the license for it for Bandai.
And they should go back to original Takatoku packaging. That's still the best packaging.
This packaging was pretty cool though.
Not bad. Not bad. And they upped, not like it matters, but it does to me. They upped the quality of their boxes too.
Well, they use styrofoam.
They use styrofoam, which is good.
You like that?
Yeah, I mean, that's not the part I care most about, but the exterior of the box is thicker cardboard.
Yeah, that's a big deal.
Like, I have some older ones, and it's like, wow, this is really, like, they rip easy and stuff, and like...
My daughter started messing around with the styrofoam, and I literally, like, was like, don't touch the styrofoam!
Oh, she's like...
Yeah, she wanted to pick it, and I'm like,
nice.
Dude, I swear, you're in trouble. I honestly think, so my favorite SOCs, my voice is cracking. I like the Ideon a lot. I like the Voltron.
Yep.
And I like the God Sigma a lot. I think this is up there.
I agree.
I think, other than size,
Yeah.
I think it couldn't use another 1.5 inches.
Yeah.
I think it might be the most ornate and beautiful. I think they nailed it.
It's hard for me because I
Why?
think they're all good. No, I'm saying, like, to call it the best, it's
Yeah.
hard because they're all good. It's as good as... It's up to par, which is the best compliment I can give
The
it.
Megazord was the only one that was not up to par.
I haven't even touched that.
I thought you have it.
Mm-mm.
Oh.
Nope.
It's the only one that just didn't quite seem like it was up to par.
Wasn't it really plain Jane?
Yeah, and it didn't have like tracks. It didn't have the separate tracks. And I think the original Megazord was pretty solid. I don't know. And it's smaller. Yeah, the original Dairugger is such a presence that it makes us feel smaller, but this is by no means a small robot.
No, it's meant to be part of a collection and not like.
You think so? I think it's easily a standalone art piece. Like, the paint is so gorgeous. Like that. I mean, it is gorgeous.
Yeah, I guess, but I'm not. I don't know, because it's like. I'm not complaining. I sound like I'm complaining. I'm not complaining.
You just don't have the enthusiasm I thought you were gonna have for it.
Yeah, and it's not like I don't love it. I do love it.
Right.
I love it, and it's like, it's exactly what it's supposed to be. And I mean, that's the best compliment I can give it. You know?
Yeah, it is.
It's like it's awesome. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. Get it? Are they available still? Or?
Yeah. They're about I think they're like $350.
Yeah. All right.
I think this is like
absolute no reason to not get it. No,
yeah, I mean,
no reason at all.
If you have any interest in the character or just the look of it, it truly is a piece that I think, like, I know it's being a little dramatic, but I think it's like museum quality piece. Like, I think everything is like just the highest quality materials.
The
it's
ratchets
got a good
are correct. Like, they ratchet so you can get the poses you want, which is a huge deal.
It's fun to play with. Like, you're getting your money's worth for that hour or two that you play with it.
It bit me.
It did?
Yeah,
oh,
I got
man. Wow.
Big,
you got
big
hurt.
time. I was separating the arm from the helicopter. The fin just...
I mean, honestly, the size, I wish it was a little bigger. And the vehicle modes are lackluster, but, like...
They can't help that.
They can't help that.
Yeah, that's just the way it is.
Yeah. I think I like it better than Lion Voltron, but Lion Voltron, like you said, it's just way more iconic.
Yeah, I think I do too. I really think I do too.
I didn't like the silver color on the Voltron that much.
Well, you wish they would have chromed it?
I do think I wish they would have chromed it.
It is because they should have picked one. Like, when you do chrome and silver paint that touch, that looks really weird. I didn't even think about it till you mentioned it.
Yeah.
That's odd.
And then I thought the underwear should have been a little longer. Like, it should have...
Yeah.
But other than that, I mean, it's beautiful. I mean, you know, the question is Dairugger does it easily become Toy of the Year for you?
I think so.
You think so?
Yeah.
I think theoretically it should be Toy of the Year, but I'm going to tell you right now, it's not going to be Toy of the Year.
Yeah, because you got some Luke Jedi Knights.
Because this was the year of the Luke Jedi Knight, but I don't want to confirm that yet. Because
there's a lot of Lukes.
Dude, there was like three Luke Jedi.
Yeah.
Three beautiful Luke Jedi Knights this year. We're in end of November. What is it? Oh, we're in December.
Mm-hmm.
This has been an excellent year for toys, I think. I don't know. I can't even remember. I have to like go back.
There was a bunch of like, they want to say little stuff, but just toys. Like,
Yeah.
Like they're not a bunch of huge stuff or anything, but a bunch of like just cool releases, like everyday stuff. Seems like.
But it's like the year you got out of toys, which is like.
Yeah, but that's because there's 5 boxes of comic
Yeah.
books, which all my money went to.
Yeah, that happens.
It did happen, and I can't help it, but like they take up less room and like.
I think it fills that
books.
compulsive need for you to
Yes.
like, add to a collection.
Yes, because a lot of the stuff I'm into, they just don't make it anymore, and if I did collect it, it'd be more than comics. Like, I can't collect Takatoku Macross. It would just get insane.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, that
People
would
do.
Yeah, people do. People do. Yeah.
God bless them, too.
Anything else? I did see a movie last night that I don't know if I want to talk. I don't know if I want to talk
What
about
did you
it.
think about it?
I didn't really like it. All right.
I watched
guess-
the movie last night I didn't like either.
Which one?
It Chapter 2.
You didn't like it? I didn't see it yet.
It's Snorefest,
I heard
man.
that. I'm seeing it tonight.
2
Watchmen
hours
tonight.
and 48 minutes.
Yeah.
It was like...
Well, Watchmen is tonight, and I've really started loving Watchmen. I think that's
Me too,
really
I'm
good.
into it.
I watched Once Upon a Time in Hollywood last night, and I thought that was a snore fest.
I loved it. I thought it was great.
I kind of want to ask you what you loved about it.
I liked Leo.
He's amazing. The performances were
Yeah,
great.
that's what I loved about it. I thought it was funny. I thought it was like just seeing like Hollywood at that time.
That
I thought
was
it was
cool.
great. I just thought it was like, how did they do this? Like it was just like
It was a love letter to Hollywood, right? I mean, isn't that
I
essentially?
don't know. I thought it was a sarcastic kick in the
Oh, really?
in a lot of ways, yeah. And I thought just like it was so nonchalant about a lot of the stuff that was in it. It was like,
There's no doubt that the performances were excellent.
yeah.
I
Brad
think.
Pitt was the shit.
Yeah.
I get that. I loved his dog.
Oh yeah, that dog was amazing. I think it's one of those movies, like Quentin Tarantino works this way for me. Like Jackie Brown. I didn't like Jackie Brown the first time I saw it. The second time I saw it, I was like, wow, I love this movie. Like, how did I not like this the first time?
Yeah.
And you know what else is a movie like that? Big Lebowski. I didn't get it the first time.
I didn't get it the first time either. Okay, but like one of the things I loved about it was the part where Leo or what was his name?
Cliff. No,
Cliff was Brad Pitt. What? Rick Dalton.
Rick Dalton.
All right, he's on that Western movie.
Yeah.
And he screws up.
Yeah.
And then he's like, line.
Yeah,
And there was no cut. It was like.
That was cool.
Like it was like they like just.
Yeah, it was a good. You're right. Like
stuff like that. He didn't cut. They did that straight, and it's like no, they. It looks like they improvised it, but they didn't. Like stuff like that. I don't know. I liked it.
I think as I reflect on it, I like it. It was just at the time like I didn't know what I was going to see.
Yeah, same here. I mean, I had no idea. I still don't really know
I
what
still
I
don't
saw.
either. I don't
was that
either.
a comedy? Was that
It was, I mean, it was Quentin Tarantino movie, and that's why the guy is.
Like it mixes fact and fiction.
Yes,
and just plays with it.
Changes facts to fiction.
Yep.
All right, maybe I didn't hate it. You know, sometimes that's why you have to talk about movies.
Yeah, it was weird. Like I didn't really understand what I'm seeing. Like.
Yeah. You know, and that's why you need to talk this stuff out. Is because now that I'm reflecting and I'm like, you know what, I guess it was good. I just didn't know what I was watching.
Yeah.
Anything else?
That's all I got,
Off
man.
to funerals and stuff.
Yep.
All right. Well, that was a downer. No. Dairugger is as good as expected. Black Arachnia to me is as good as expected. Spider Mode a little weird, but like you take the good with the bad. Hasbro on top. The Super 7 reactions, I think that's going to be their big hit if people buy into them. I think it's a good way to have that. 6-shooter, love it. Watchmen tonight, right?
Watchmen tonight.
Watchmen tonight. And until next time,
Nerd out.
I thought it was very grim.